Yes, ma'am.
Audible, ma'am. Audible, ma'am. Your voice is audible, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let me start the session. And what you are going to cover the topic today is about the stock market and what are the link between angel investment and VC funding opportunities. This is a great webinar for the students, for also the young entrepreneurs who would like to invest in stock market. And do you are aware about stock market? Do you have any idea about stock market? What about it happens in Indian market? Do any students are aware about the stock market?
No.
Okay, let's start the session with stock market. And let me introduce myself. I'm Priya. I'm working as an investment advisor in Cholamandalam Securities Limited. Let's break this section for all the students to invest in a smart, from students to smart investor. The thing which we are going to learn in this session is all about the stock market and angel investing, which will be useful for young entrepreneurs, and more as well VC funding. VC is venture capitalist funding, which will be helpful for young entrepreneurs to invest or learn many things about the stock market. Here, what are the things you are going to learn in the stock market and how it works in the Indian market, and the key term which will be very much important for the beginners to know. And investing in this can grow your money as well as your wealth. You can also have real examples of student-friendly investing, how to get started safely and smartly. We have lots of ideas in stock market. First of all, let's cover about what is stock market. Stock market is like nothing but the buying and selling of shares. Companies list to raise capital. Investor buys stocks to become partial owner. It is a marketplace where you can buy and sell shares. If you own a company of TCS, for example, you own a single share of TCS, you will be the tiny part of the company, which will be the you get a ownership of the company. Buying and selling happens in stock market every day, and companies raise capital. Why do companies raise capital in stock market? Let us brief about it. The companies raise capital for their many structures to be taken, like the factory improvement or fundraising for further things which will be happening in the company, so on. So to raise the capital, either they can go in IPO or as well as taking loan. But IPO is the easiest way, as if the company list IPO in the market, they will get funds from the people, which will be helpful for the companies to raise their growth as well. While investing in the company's IPO, you will get either a dividend or bonus as well, which will be helpful for us to grow our money also. Here, investor buys stocks to become partial owners. By buying the company's shares in the market, you will be the partial owner of the company. For example, consider stock as a slice of pizza. If the company grows, your slice of pizza also grows. That's the main thing which will make you to invest in the company. First of all, we have to aware many things, whether the company is A group or it is listed in NSE or BSE, so on. Many things to be considered before investing. Let us know the stock terms, basic stock terms, which will be helpful for investing you people all. P ratio, which is main thing to consider before buying any stock in the market. Market capitalization. It is also main important thing for every company's share value to know the market capitalization and dividend. Dividend is the main thing which is given to the shareholders of the company. And as well as the company also issues bonus shares, which also be the gaining for the shareholders. And market, in stock market terms, there are bull market and bear market. What about bull market? Bull market is nothing but rising the market. When the price continuously goes upward, it is called a bull market. And when the price continuously falling, it is called as bear market. Let's brief about PE ratio. PE ratio is nothing but price to earnings, which will be expensive for the stock. Before investing in stock, if the PE ratio is below 30, it is considered as a good company, and it is beyond 30, the stock will be more risky to invest. So before considering buying a stock, for example, if you're buying an Axis Bank stock P ratio value, you can check it in Google, which will be the lowest beyond 30 alone. If it is high beyond 30, you cannot invest in it because it is risky. You have to come, uh, even you get a minimum profit, you can lift over the stock. And what about market capitalization? Market capitalization is nothing but the value of the company's shares. Whenever the company raise fund, the market capitalization is considered main thing for the stocks to buy. And moreover, dividend. Dividend is given share profit when the company investment has grown and net initial income and so on, the dividend will be given to the shareholders because whenever the company has improved its business, gain profit from the business, they will share the dividend to the shareholders. And moreover, they issue bonus also. If you are holding 100 shares of TCS, they are giving you the 100 shares of TCS. They are like 1:1 shares like that. They will announce in the market. And bull market, bear market as well, rising and falling in the market. These are the basic stock terms. Before investing in any stock, you must know four of these values, which will be helpful in investing these stocks. Next, we go about why do companies go public? What do you think about it? Companies list via IPO. IPO is nothing but an initial public offer. Initial public offer is whenever the companies like to raise fund in the market, they will list IPO in the stock market. Before initiating the IPO, they have to get uh, um, legal authority from SEBI, who is the board regulators of the stock market. They have to register in that. After that, only they can list in the stock market. And shares are traded. All the shares in the Indian market are traded using NSE, BSE, so on. NSE is nothing but National Stock Exchange, and BSE is nothing but Bombay Stock Exchange. It is also called as Sensex. Sensex is nothing but a sensitivity index. And prices changes based on demand, supply, and performance. Every stock prices affects going through the global factors. Global factors which are to be considered like crude oil and government policies, more as US market, Asian market, which also affect the price changes in the share. For example, if you are having the company shares like State Bank, its price fluctuate based on the global market as well as the company's performance, which will be main thing for price changing in the market. So volatility in the market is very high. So you have to consider before investing. You have to learn what are the things happening in the global sector. Next is the key participants. Who are the main key participants are investing in the stock market? The first thing, as I said earlier, is regulators. Regulators is SEBI in India and SEC in US. Securities Exchange of US Securities. And SEBI is Securities Exchange Board of India, who are the main regulators in India. It has come in the market to regulate the stock market. Next is brokers. Brokers, as you all know, many platforms are available in this uh, online, like Zerodha, Grow, Angel One, Upstock, Five Paise, Fires, and so on. Who are the brokers? Act as a mediators. They also invest in the market. Next is institutional investors. Institutional investors is like corporate banks, mutual funds, the big persons who are investing in the stock market. And retail investor is nothing but the people, public like you and me, who are investing in the market. Retail investors can invest in market easily, like you can buy shares, even one share in the market, you can also buy in the stock market. These are the four main key participants who participate in the stock market. Next is all about how to start investing. I think you are all aware about how to start investing in stock market. Like, first of all, you have to open a demat and trading account. Demat account is considered as a main thing for investing in any share market. And trading account is to buy and sell the shares. That are required for start investing in the share market. Example, Zerodha, Upstocks, as I said earlier, like Fires, so on. They are the main persons in the broking platform who acts as a bridge between customers as well as clients as well as the uh, companies. Okay. Next is research and invest via mutual funds. I think you are aware about mutual fund. Mutual fund is nothing but a fund which is managed by the fund managers. You can buy for the beginners, the people who are investing for a beginners. I think mutual would be the best option before investing in the share market, because mutual fund are managed by the fund managers. So you will be very much comfortable without having even a person who has no knowledge about the share market can invest in mutual fund. It is less risky. And ETFs is nothing but gold funds. ETF is the people who is very much interested in investing gold. You can buy in ETF funds. ETF funds, there are many bonds like issued by government, as well as the stock in the share, like ETFs, so on. Next is start small. Never rush into the market. First of all, you have to keep learn, and then you have to invest and learn. So start small, anything. Don't bring risk into the market, and focus only on long-term growth. Never be rushed to invest short-term, because it will be very much risky. You don't get good profit in the market. So, as you all know about a mutual fund, there are two parts is there, like SIP and lump sum. SIP is considered as a systematic investment plan. As I said, this is the best option for the beginners. You can invest even 100 rupees in the mutual fund options. Like there are many mutual fund. You can search in Zerodha or Zerodha Coin. In that app, you can consider. Next, we are going to brief about the demat account. Demat account is nothing but a dematerialization account. It stores your shares in electronic form. It is like a bank account, but for stocks and securities. It is being managed by NSDL or CDSL, access to brokers. So if you buy a share, where do we hold For example, if you open an account in bank, you will hold all amount in the electronic format in bank. Likewise, you have to have Demat account for holding shares in an electronic form. So Demat account is the important thing for every person who would like to invest in share market. It's like a bank account. Uh, Next, it has been managed by NSDL and CDSL. NSDL is nothing but National Securities Depository Limited, and CDSL is Central Depository Service Limited. These both are regulated by the SEBI to manage your Demat account. This can be accessed through only by brokers. Next, we are going to see about stock market indices. There are two stock market indices, like NSE and BSE. These are the major functions of the stock market. They act as an uh, platform for buying and selling of shares. So let's see about Sensex. Sensex is nothing but BSE, which is Bombay Stock Exchange. It has 30 top companies which is registered under the SEBI, and Nifty 50 is 50 companies. Top 50 companies has been regulated and registered by the SEBI. So based on this, the share price of the market fluctuates. You can track all over the market health using this. Index is the main thing that shows the market trend. So Nifty 50, we have A group stocks, which will be helpful for beginners to invest. You can consider this as the main thing to invest in the stock market. It has the top 50 companies like the State Bank, Axis Bank, TCS, Infosys, like other metal stocks, so on. So next is about SEBI. What is SEBI? SEBI is nothing but Securities Exchange Board of India. As like a law in government in India, SEBI is regulated for holding the stock market, because without having SEBI, um, there is no other to protect the investors. So SEBI is the main thing, act as a protecting the investor and take against the fraud and insider trading. So to avoid this, SEBI, anything if you have a problem about holding shares or having any issues with the brokers, you can complain towards the SEBI and it will take immediate action to avoid any further happening. So SEBI, without SEBI, there is no stock market. So next is about types of stock market. There are two types of stock market. As you all know, the primary and secondary market. In the primary market, we hold IPO. The company lists IPO in the primary market. And in the secondary market, as it has been listed after listing in the stock market, we can buy and sell shares in the secondary market. Mostly, trading will happen in the secondary market, because in primary market IPO, there will be actually, if we apply for IPO, we don't have sure 90% we don't get IPO, because many institutions, other corporates invest in IPO. So as they invest bulkly in that, so we don't get easily from the primary market. So after listing, you can consider in buying secondary market. Secondary market in day-to-day stock. So you can buy and sell shares in any brokers like Zerodha or any other platforms. So 2025, there are many stock examples like Bell, Tata Motors. These are always research. There are many examples. You have to research before buying any stocks in the market. Bell is nothing but Bharat Electrical Limited. It is one of the main famous public sector company. It has stable return in 2025 and it defense contracts and so on. And Tata Motors, as you all know, electric vehicles has become very famous. Like it has high growth potential. So it is considered as the best stock in the investment. You can buy Tata Motors in this stock share market because Tata Motors is one of the famous company which will be stable for long years. You can also, if you are not very much aware about the stocks to invest, you can invest in mutual fund, which will be helpful for the beginners. Mostly the stock you can buy in secondary market. Even a single shares you can buy in the secondary market. It will be easy for beginners. You have to learn before investing. Next, its current market scenario. In 2025, as of current market is at all-time high. It is around 24,000. Nifty crossed 24,850 and the Sensex is nearly by 81,757. So market is at all-time high. And the key factor which makes the market go high is AI technology. AI technology, as you all know, artificial intelligence, which has been driven by TCS, Infosys, many IT sectors, and green energy is like Adani Green, so on, and banking is HDFC, ICICI. These are the famous banking which acts as a key factor for growth of the sector. And Tata Motors in this year has raised 30% in 2025 from electric vehicle sales alone. Next, we all know about angel investment. Angel investment that is nothing but you own your money to help start a new business or grow business. In return, you will get a small ownership in in that company. Angel investment is nothing but if a person who is starting business early and without having any backup, if and you having fund and providing the investment to the entrepreneur, and in return you get a small portion of the equity as a ownership. So this is considered as an angel investment. You are like a money angel helping early business grow, and if you succeed and you earn big profit. But there is many risk in angel investment because it is you are providing money to the entrepreneur for the beginners. If the company falls, the loss will be very much big. So before considering angel investment, you must know the factors. But once the company has grown, you will get vast profit in the angel. Risk is very high, but high return, high risk, high return. Next, we all have consider about connection between angel investment and stock market. Angel investors invest in companies before they grow big. Startup company, angel investors give a fund to the startup companies before they grow big, only because of the confidence or the gain given by the company. And if the company succeeds, goes for an IPO, it enters the stock market. If the company succeeds, it approaches the SEBI to get registration for the IPO and it enters the stock market and lists in the public to trade. Angel investors can earn huge return when their shares are sold after listing. As you all know, angel investors huge returns when the shares are sold after listing. Angel is nothing but a early stage and stock market is later stage after IPO. These are the connection between the angel investors and the stock market. Next is about what is VC funding. VC funding is the second stage. Angel investment is the first stage and VC funding is the second stage, and finally stock market comes around. Because VC funding is the money invested by the professional firms, not the individual. It is invested by the professional firms in going startup. Whereas angel investment is giving money to the startups. It is, but professional firms invest in the growing startups. Once a company has confidence towards They will invest in the growing startup that shows big potential. They invest more money than angel investors, but comes after the angel stage. That is the second stage. So they invest more. Actually, by professional firms, they invest more in the growing startup companies. They are big persons and they have funding. As I said earlier, Angel is early seed company and VC is growth money for scaling. Next, what is the connection between stock market, angel investment, and plus VC funding? These are the aspects you have to know before investing all these stages. The person who invests in angel investor is individuals. Individuals are the main thing who invest in angel investors. And the person who invests in venture funding is venture capital firms. Like as I said, professional firm approaches VC funding for investing. Next is stock market. Stock market, as I said earlier, public, anyone whoever can invest in the stock market, even a person, retail person, anyone can invest in the stock market. Next is when are the aspects to be considered investing? Like early stage in angel investor, based on the idea, they can invest in angel investing. And next is growth stage, and finally in stock market after IPO, mature stage. It is called as mature stage. And the company type of angel investors are mostly private startup. The VC funding is private growing startup, and the stock market is public company. And the investment size, mostly the investment size for angel investors, it is around 1 to 50 lakhs. And VC funding 1 crore to 100 plus crores. And for stock market, it's 100 and up. Even 100 rupees also, you can invest in stock market, but not in angel investor or VC funding. Returns will be very high. 10 to 100 times will be very high. High risk, high profit. And next is in VC funding, 5 times to 20 times. It is also high. And the stock market, you will get moderate, like 7 to 12% annually. You can consider stock market as the safest option before investing. As I said, the risk in angel investment is high, and VC funding high, and the stock market is moderate to low. Liquidity. What is the liquidity you can consider in angel investing is locked for years. They will provide certain years, like 10 years, 20 years, or like that. You are locked. Your money will be locked until then. You won't get anything in return, but you will get the interest alone from the liquidity. And next for VC funding, locked for 5 to 10 years. And in stock market, you can enter anytime and exit anytime. So easy to buy and sell in the stock market. Next, summary and final tips that would I like to give for you. Use virtual stock market apps to practice. Example, virtually there are many online platforms available in the stock market like MoneyBuy, ICICI Direct, which will provide virtual stocks money. They will provide 5 lakh, so on. So using that money, you can buy virtually stocks in the app so that you can gain knowledge on the stocks. Invest in knowledge first before the real money. It starts early time in the market beats timing. Learn the basics. Before investing, you must know never blindly blindly invest without having any knowledge. You cannot blindly invest in the market. So learn everything. As you all know, many platforms are available. From that, you can gain knowledge and be consistent and patient. Because without the patience, you cannot stand for a long time in share market. It's all about how much you invest, but how long. So be positive and think about what are the main things that to be considered before investing. As young entrepreneurs, you will be very much interested in investing stock market. So it is the safest method, whoever wants to enter in the stock market. So learn, keep learning and invest and earn. These are the things I would like to finally convey the tips for you. Next is about QA success. Anyone whoever have a doubt anything can ask.
There's a Q&A section, so don't hesitate to ask your doubts.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma'am, what's one common misconception you think people have about getting angel or VC funding, ma'am?
As I said, angel and VC funding is nothing but you can invest in angel. It is a startup company, so the risk will be very much high. As if the company loss, you lose all the money. So before considering, it is upon you whether to invest in angel investing or not. The ideology of the company is main important thing. So before investing, you have to consider the ideology. And venture capitalist, as said, you are a young entrepreneur. If you have a bulk investment, you can enter in that. But risk in both is very high. So you must consider the risk factor before investing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, is better to invest in growth stock or value added stock, ma'am, right now, this condition?
In this condition, the company's factor must be considered main thing. NII, it is the main thing before investing in any company. You have to net interest income. The company announced interest like result, quarterly result for every 4 months. And that based on that, and you have to invest in that. So I think a growing company have more returns in future. So you can invest in growing of the company.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
And early stage startup founder phase. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma,
What's
I'm not audible, ma. Yes.
What's the
Hello.
biggest challenge you imagine an early stage startup founder faces?
Hello.
Good
Hello.
afternoon. What's the riskiest decision you think an early stage entrepreneur has to make, especially
Yes, ma'am.
concerning funding?
Hello. Hello. Are you audible?
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
good afternoon, ma'am. What's the riskiest decision you think an early stage entrepreneur has to make, especially concerning funding?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Hello. Hello.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
What surprised you most about today's discussion on angel investment and VC guiding?
Ma'am, I'm not clear with your question, ma'am.
What surprised you most about today's discussion on angel investment and VC guiding?
As you know, that angel investing is very much risky. You have to consider the factors before investing. So risk is high. So that makes you people to consider. And for VC funding, is venture capitalists. It is mainly by professional firms, not for young entrepreneurs. So you have to consider that point also.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir. Yeah.
How the new companies, ma'am? How the new companies come to the share
Hello. Are
market?
you? Yes, as I said earlier, the new companies come once after having certain funds. They have raised funds using IPO, so initial public offering. They list the company can be listed via that one. It has it is like primary market. So from that only the company can be listed in the stock market. They have to get approval from SEBI before listing in stock market. So by the way of IPO, they listed in the stock market. As you all know, the recent companies like Zomato, Swiggy, which have also entered in IPO and got permission from this SEBI. After that, they have listed in this stock market. These are the recent companies recently have been launched in the share market.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am. What is the
Yes.
safest and the best sector to invest the stock, ma'am?
Right now, I think so. IT and pharma are doing better. And moreover, if the government allows funding to the major companies, in future, you can invest in that also. So right now, I think pharma and IT growing well. You can invest in that sector.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
How is technology like AI or blockchain changing the investor-founder relationship, ma'am?
Um, as I think AI is not the best option to consider because we are that many are making fraud and so on. So before investing, you have to consider only the real time world to invest. So AI can cheat anytime.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How should
Yes.
founders handle rejection from investors? Any advice, ma'am?
No, I'm not clear with your question, ma'am.
How should founders handle rejection from investors?
Um, founders are mostly rejected by the founders is because of the many people are approaching the company to invest the shares. So before founders never reject, but based on the uh, voting, it get rejected.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have you clear, ma?
Good afternoon.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Taslima, Taslima, can you hear my voice?
Any other question? Yes.
Okay, my
Sir,
conclude
yes,
session,
sir.
ma.
Sir?
Okay, ma, you can proceed now.
Now I call upon K. Shobika, third year EEE, to deliver his vote of thanks.
As we come to the end of this insightful and engaging webinar, first and foremost, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Ms. A. Nesapriya, for sharing their valuable time, knowledge, and experience with us. Your insights have truly enlightened us and sparked thoughtful conversation. A big thank to our head of the department, Dr. G. Balaji sir, for his continuous support and guidance. We are also deeply thankful to our faculty members and all the participants who joined us today. Your presence and engagement added great value to this session. Thank you once again all.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Shall we wind up the session, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Thanks for the opportunity, sir. This is my first session, and
Okay,
I
ma'am.
would provide. I'd like to be. Thank you very much for giving this
Once again, I
opportunity, sir.
thank you, ma'am. You can spend your valuable time with us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thanks.